Hey, this is Jimmy. Who's this?
It's Jeffrey Toobin.
Oh, hi, Jeffrey. How are you? I hear you've been reinstated back at CNN.
That's correct. I'm now back at CNN as their chief legal analyst. I remain fired, however, from the New Yorker because I was caught masturbating on a Zoom call.
Right.
And as I pointed out on air at CNN, I have absolutely no excuse for what I did. It was just extremely poor judgment on my part. But as I also pointed out, I did think at that moment of masturbating that I was, quote, off the Zoom call. Of course, that would sort of imply that I did nothing wrong, or at least didn't intend to. But in my experience, any sort of mitigated apology for this sort of thing only draws scorn and ire.
Ah, I see. So you commit indecent exposure, and you get to keep your job. Great.
Well, from a legal standpoint, whether or not what I did could be considered indecent exposure is unclear. Had I exposed my penis to these colleagues in person, yes, that would be a cut and dry case. But the difference between that and online penis exposure is legally considered sufficient enough to muddy the waters.
I see. Fair enough.
And I'd also like to thank my colleagues at CNN for being gracious enough to allow my return. Hopefully we can move forward and put this whole ugly episode behind us.
Well, what's on tap for you moving forward at CNN?
Well, like I said, I'm once again their chief legal analyst, which, as the title implies, means that I'll be weighing in on whatever legal matters are in the news cycle on any given day. Say, for example, someone in the public eye gets caught masturbating on a Zoom call with colleagues. What would be the legal ramifications for that person for doing that act?
Jeffrey, that's exactly what you got busted for.
You know what? You're right. That is sort of an odd coincidence now that I think about it.
No, it's not. It's not a coincidence, Jeffrey.
What? I swear.
No way. Of all the hypothetical... No way. Of all the hypothetical legal scenarios you could have just used. Why did you just use that one?
Well, to be honest with you, I guess I don't really associate that particular scenario with myself, per se.
What? What? You don't... What? You don't associate that with yourself? You don't?
Well, no. I think this is a pretty common thing. I feel like we're seeing a lot of high-profile men getting caught masturbating on Zoom calls with colleagues because one of them has red hair that he likes.
No, Jeffrey. Oh, fuck. No, Jeffrey, you are literally the only one.
I think there are two or three.
Who?
I can't think of their names right now. That one guy from that thing?
You are clearly obsessed with this topic.
Well, from a legal perspective, I do find it fascinating. One of the things that the law does, whether intentional or not, is decide what types of behavior end up being normalized in a society. And perhaps with more discussion on this topic, more of this type of behavior can in fact be normalized or at least partially rehabilitated.
You mean exposing yourself?
What's the big deal, really? It's just a body part. And like all parts of the body, it does things.
That's simply illegal, Jeffrey.
I'm well aware. Look, the law is the law, and I'm going to go where the law goes on this. But lots of things used to be illegal in this country that aren't anymore. Look how far we've come in just the past 5 years on marijuana legalization.
You are a sick man, Jeffrey. You need help. I hope CNN offers good insurance so you can see a therapist.
Their rehire package was very generous, I must say. They've been really great all around. They even honored my request to make my desk a specific height while I'm on air.
Oh, God.
Jimmy, I really hope you and your listeners can tune in for my next live segment on CNN.
Absolutely not, Jeffrey.
Suit yourself. Look, I have to go. I'm late for a CNN meeting about programming.
Hey, everybody, this is the part where I tell you where all our live shows are, but there aren't any. And then this is why I tell you to join our premium program and get extra content, but nobody's got a fucking job. So just enjoy the video.